Hello and welcome to another beautiful day. So it's the second day of the Advent of Cyber event, and I'm so excited to share with you what my experience are for this particular module. So it's getting interesting each and every day as we get to explore different ideas. We're getting to learn new things as things roll up. So uh, things are getting interesting, just like I say. And what exactly I got to learn today is the use of a theme tool known as the Elastic. Let's start from a theme tool. Maybe you might be wondering what's a theme tool. So, with a simple example and also a very interesting feature that we have provided by Hack the Box, you'll realize that they have a supportive AI module. I hope it should be showing right here. So you can be able to chat and ask some question, get to know what you can be able to do. So a theme solution is just something, a sort of a screen, or we can call it a box whereby it collects a lot of messages from different devices across the network. And then now it can be able to categorize those messages into particular categories. And that's what we call the alerts. So it categorizes those messages in different alerts, and they can be categorized in a way that analysts, in this matter, SOC analysts, can be able to review them and figure out how they can be able to respond to those messages. Specifically, it just manages all the alerts that are coming in from different devices. So these alerts are picked from the security logs, or rather the event logs that are being captured by being captured from different systems. When you're talking of an event log, these are some of the activities that happen whenever, let's say, you are just starting a phone, you're starting a laptop, and you're going to browse something, you're starting a PowerShell process, you're creating a new user, you're opening your VLC player, or you're doing any activity on your machine. If your machine has been set up to transfer those logs to a SIEM solution, that means every information that you're running in your machine will be captured, and they can be able to be reviewed by a SOC analyst just to be able to identify what's happening within the network. So the key highlight for day two has been on looking at the false positive and the true positive, which is also another key thing, especially for SOC analysts, because you'll realize that in most cases, you might get a lot of alerts, but some of those alerts might be true positive and others might be false positive. What do we mean by true positive and a false positive? I'll start by a false positive. A false positive, this is an alert whereby, let's say this is an administrator personnel doing a process like they have started a PowerShell in their machine. They have started maybe Kali machine. Maybe they have a virtual box within their machine, so they have started a Kali, and maybe they're executing some of the network scanning activities, like maybe Nmap is running. So what a SIEM has been configured, they'll be able to capture that traffic, and then they can be able to highlight that there's a network scan that has been going on. Now, if that's a legitimate process that has been captured and that has been executed by an administrator, and it was executed at valid hours, and an analyst has reached out to the administrator and asked, hey, are you the one executing this particular kind of event? And then the administrator confirms that indeed they are the one who is executing that particular kind of event. Then that's an alert, but it's a false positive. So it's a false alert, but it's a positive alert showing that we are picking some of the activities that need to be picked. Now, for a true positive, this will be similar kind of alert, but when you reach out to the administrator, you figure out that they are not the one who executed that particular command, or a user like, let's say, maybe a receptionist or someone within the organization who is not expected to be running that, an HR, a sales and marketing team, someone just running some Kali commands and all that. So that can be a critical issue whenever you figure out that it was not in those that particular person who was running that. Then that means someone might have taken over their credential or having access of their machine and executing those processes on their behalf, or their machines might be affected in one way. So it calls for a deeper analysis and to be able to figure out what's really happening. So the scenario for day 2 has been really interesting in a sense that in a chain, or rather tying to where part 1 we were, and part 1 we are looking at here is known as the glitch. So we felt like the glitch as the threat actors that are coming to ruin the Christmas. And now in this day 2, we are figuring out a plot twist whereby we are wondering whether Glitch is a villain or is a superhero. So why am I saying this? It's because when Max Kiddy goes through and analyze the logs, these logs are being transmitted and they are being sent to him, and then he's checking the logs and he figure out that there are some failed logons, then there's successful logon. At some point, they're like, okay, someone is trying to brute force. And now this brute force goes through because after a couple of failed logons, there is a successful logon at a particular time. And on reviewing the successful logon, they figure out that this is Glitch, who had a successful logon, and it is him who has been brute forcing. So when they look at some of the processes, they see there are some PowerShell executing some encrypted process. Now, uh, having established that, they went ahead and Max Kiddy has to review and in a deeper way to be able to understand what exactly is being transmitted. Now, since it's a partial command, Max Kiddy uses a tool known as CyberChef. So CyberChef is another important tool. Maybe you have interacted with it before. With the CyberChef, you can be able to have a view, and I'm gonna show you the tool. So here we have the CyberChef, and as you can see, there is some hash. These are hash that were collected from the PowerShell command. I'm not gonna show you that exactly, but I also mentioned Elastic, and I think it's very important I just show you the Elastic. So this is the Elastic theme, and you can see there is a couple of events that were captured. So in this case, I was just filtering alerts between December 1st and also the same date, December 1st. Now the time is the distinguisher, so it's December 1st, 9 a.m. to December 1st, 9:30. So that's a gap of around 30 minutes. Within this gap, there is a couple of events that were being captured. So if you look closely, you'll see there is a couple of successful logons. But if you take further, whereby they found some failed logons, then successful, that happened some days prior. So that was prior to December 1st. So here we have this is the hash value from the PowerShell command. So as you can see, there is some execution of PowerShell that was happening, and the command is encrypted. So using the CyberChef, one can be able to decrypt this value. So to do that, you can be able to just utilize. I'll just come back here. So you can be able to utilize the use from base 64, but that one will not do it all. And then now you have to uh, do some output to text, so decode to text, so that you can be able to read this clearly. So I'm not gonna show you that because that will be like it's a disclaimer. Some people have not done it, so I'm not gonna show you that because it will reveal the answer. I'll not do that. But it's been really interesting. Just to finish on some of the reviews or some of the interesting bits that I've been able to come across while I was taking part in this activity, is to realize that at the end of the process, you figure out that there is a message. And this message, after being decrypted, like now, this is the PowerShell command. This is the PowerShell command. So once this PowerShell this command has been decrypted, Makiri comes to figure out that this is actually a very tricky information that is there, because this information is putting Makiri in a way that they are trying to figure out whether glitch is coming to save them or is coming to attack them. So that's where the puzzle is, and it's a very interesting module to cover. I think I really find it very interesting. And just like many other days, I'll keep giving a big shout out to the Try Hack Me team. Thank you so much for giving us this platform. It's a very interesting avenue where newbies in security can come and learn, and even those who are professional can come and refresh their skills. because it never gets boring. You keep to learn day by day. And also a big shout out to the creator of the particular module in day two and even in many other days. Track me make things in a very easy and effective way so that one can be able to learn and also just have a clear walkthrough. So it's a very interesting module. It's been a wonderful day two of saving the Christmas. I'm so eager to wait. I'm so eager to see what day three brings and the rest of the days. I think it's around 21 days of hacking. It's gonna be so interesting. I can't wait to have a full experience. So, with that being said and done, uh, just don't forget to subscribe if you really like this content. You can comment your thoughts on what you've been able to learn today, and also you can share this video with your friends so that they can also have a review of rather just to get the perspective of what's happening. And it's also another mode of you can use it to inspire your friends to join the advent of cyber. It's not too late, you can join. Remember, in the previous video I said that there is a lot of goodies to be won, worth of I think it's $1 million or $100,000 uh, worth of gifts to be won. So you can be the lucky winner of these gifts. It's been an amazing and interesting experience in the second day. So big up, guys. I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Until next time, bye bye.